The bouquet.
Yeah. I mean,
Keep
I
going.
do feel for George. I was definitely like a tiny little cock block, like for sure. Like there were definitely some girls that came around that I was reading poetry to that he should have been reading poetry to. There was one for certain. There was one for certain, and I feel so bad because she was a cutie, and I should have just like stayed out of the way and let him like shine in his like domain. And that was the one night that I was just like, no, like I gotta be more careful. And it changed things. But yeah, I mean, his poetry, everything. But I mean, the studio went to sleep at like 10 o'clock. But George and I didn't go to sleep. I mean, and you know that, Jesse, because we kept you up because you were smart enough to work and hated us for not working. And I mean, that's fine. And I've already told you years ago how sorry I am about all of that. I should have like done more. We could have
Well,
done more.
we
We could
were
have saved more.
we were just kids, all of
Yeah,
this.
man. It's kid
Yeah.
shit.
We were bad kids.
Yeah, we were the rough kids, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
Didn't you like? Did you like run away? I can't remember. I think I remember your dad like coming looking for you. I can't remember it. It's kind
Yeah,
of
it
a
was
blur,
kind of
but
weird.
yeah.
Obviously, so this is what happened. I was just out driving. I headed over to my friend. This is August 1993. I'm out. I got this sweet little Mitsubishi Mirage stick shift. I'm just like loving life and enjoying my friends, trying to find my place. I'm definitely writing. I did some time in just a youth like psychological center, and I should actually go back there. Like, I had been out
You
for
mean
like 2
today?
weeks.
You mean you should go back
For a
today?
visit or just
Yeah,
Head
that was like
back?
in '93.
Yeah.
It was like '93, and I had actually. This is a great story. This is actually the first juxtaposed story. So
Uh-huh.
you guys had gone out to
Washington.
Ohio
Oh.
and seen George,
hmm
and you guys had the shake box for the first time and the first recordings
Yes.
out in. I think you guys had maybe even laid down Family in a Factory,
Yes, it was the
which
first.
was quite prophetic.
Yeah, the first.
Yeah, we did like a
rudimentary
raw
one.
version of it.
And he shook
Yeah.
that shake box right over my open duffel bag with all my clothes, my clean clothes. He just fucking shook that rusty fucking nails and shit right into it. Anyway, yes, we had done
Yes. So George was returning the visit. He had come to Illinois, and I'm like in my parents' house on Carlisle, sleeping in my room. Now I had a really sweet room because I was really into David Bowie, and he has the line in Sound and Vision, blue, blue, electric blue, that's the color of my room where I will stay. Blue, blue. And so like I did electric blue carpeting in my room. I had blue like sponge painting because I was big at the time. I had a sweet like studio space, but I was just like the only thing on the wall was an X-Men poster for some reason. It was the yeah, it was the only thing I had on the wall. And I'm like 3 weeks out from like discharge, like broken up about a lot of things, like really, really confused on life and experiencing like a lot of things that will lead me into a lot of my artwork and a wonderful season and our time together. But I'm like napping and you guys show up and I wake up and all three of you are in my room. And like the last thing in the world that my mother wants is for me to leave the house with the three of you. Okay? There's no way my mom wants that. But she is so desperate to like find out if I'm well or if this will be the answer or if like talking to people will be good that she's like, go. And I leave with you guys and I'm just like, how am I in this car? How is this happening? Like, how did my mom even let this happen? Like, I don't understand what's going on at all. This must be okay.
Yeah, George was probably like, "Hey, let's go get Brad."
Yeah.
Like as soon as he got into town, let's go get Brad.
Yeah.
You know how he was? He just always was like on the go,
Yeah.
The
Well,
im-
he did that.
The impulse.
Okay, so I'll come back to the first day, but and however you cut this up, whatever, I don't know. I'm sorry for rambling. I hope this
Oh,
is
it's
all
okay.
good.
This is good.
No, that's cool.
Okay, so he had done that for Mo's wedding. So Mo was getting married to Hilbert. You guys remember all this?
Mm-hmm.
Like Hilbert? Okay. So Mo's marrying Hilbert, and she'd been with Hilbert for a while. Like there was like drama around that, like because my grandmother was living with them, and she had like found a prophylactic in my like aunt and uncle's bed. So they weren't being honest. They were definitely like engaging and stuff like that. So all these things like going on, in life, and Hilbert and Muffy, like
They're
or Mo,
fornicating.
I loved their marriage. I really did. I love Hilbert to this day. I really, they had 3 kids together, so they still have contact, I'm sure, and all of that, and that's beautiful. But I liked Hilbert a lot. And again, I hope it's not racist to say, but I just want to say he was black. Like my family has always been black. I mean, honestly, guys, you can't see I'm wearing a T-shirt from Seoul just by chance. It's like
Hell, you seem part black to me. What's up?
I've been very blessed to have a multicultural family my whole life. And I love that.
Huh.
And but at any rate,
Ebony
Now I'm
and ivory.
right? Live together right in my family,
Oh,
hand
yeah.
in hand.
Very nice. Yes. Improvisation. We love it. All right.
For real.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but at any rate, yeah, he, yeah. You guys got to dial me back in. Holy cow, George, where were we talking
He
about?
picked you up and
Hilbert.
Oh yeah, so we head out to Aurora.
Yes.
And to the house by the tracks, like not far from, like the Ponderosa was at that time, I suppose. Like not quite to the Venture. You would
it
make
was
like
by
a right.
by the Hindu temple.
Yeah, the Baha'i temple. God bless that temple. It is like the most beautiful thing in Illinois. Whenever they put that on Route 88, it really changed the whole perception of that county. It was beautiful. But anyway, yeah, you guys came and got me. The shake box was there, and Shane had his masterpiece, his black and white gray table setting with the candlestick and the whole still life that he did, pointillism.
Yeah.
That was in that room. So it was like, I don't know, 15 by 5.
Yeah, it was
like
huge. Yeah.
Huge.
It was huge.
Yeah, beautiful piece. But yeah, that was nice. I mean, and you guys laid down some good stuff. That was the first time I got to play the shake box.
Well, and that was the first time we
Did you
Family in a
listen
Factory.
to that episode where we played that?
I'm sorry, I have come in completely blind. I have not listened to anything.
That's okay.
Oh, to any of our episodes?
No, I'm sorry.
That's
Well, we've
okay.
only got 130. I mean, you can get started right now.
Yeah,
All right.
it'll take you.
It's only like 200 hours of
weeks to
material.
do
There you go.
But anyway.
No, but yeah, we do a kind of like a good half an hour talk about that, and we mention you and how you were there,
Of course.
and we play it, and yeah, I mean that recording we have it's badass.
Right on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have it available, Matt? You want to play it right now?
Ba-da-ba-dee, let me see.
I mean, you can always listen back. We could text you the. But that was a mean cut, dude. That was like, that's got some raw sounds in it for sure. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy for me to go back there. The property, there wasn't a lot there. It was in a neighborhood. The track wasn't far away.
yeah,
It was
a
about
small
yeah.
little place.
It was about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the sun wasn't significantly low, but low enough that it was casting a beam through the back side of the house into the front. And it was fairly empty, but the light, it was there. It was raw. That was a dusty place.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
Yeah.
gritty place.
It was. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But the sun was coming through when we were like, I mean, when you were letting me touch the shake box. I'm not gonna say we were recording.
Let me touch it. The precious. He brought it with him all the way from Cleveland.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Or no, did we make another one?
No, we made. I think we made. I think we
Really?
made that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was raw. It was like it was just a
as
white,
dusty.
like coated dish pan, like with
ceramic or
raw,
some
like
shit.
rusted tools,
Uh,
chain, a wrench.
There's like nails and shit in there, and just oh yeah.
So
Okay.
appropriate, though. I mean, and also, I mean, there is some truth to the fact that what was happening in that little warehouse was very connected to what was going on in Illinois and in the Midwest with wax tracks and industrial music, while it wasn't informed by it in any way, because it was more informed by like Negative Land and Jane's Addiction and I mean, so many influences, but like very abstract influences that all came together. I mean, it was also like sometimes George's like writing was driving like just the narrative, but you guys were just bringing down tracks and then he was pulling out his poetry. And sometimes he was writing he was writing directly for the songs as well. I mean, he was always writing.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say is, when he passed away or was shot or whatever happened there.
He was shot.
Yeah.
He was executed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did see the video once or twice, and they shot him in the back is what it appears, what happened. And but not to dwell on that, but you know how much poetry he had in those books,
I know.
years and years, and it's like me and Matt have wondered, where has that ended up? Is it still out there? Does someone have it?
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of lost, at least for now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's good enough that it will survive. Somebody has it. I mean, I think there's probably a good chance that we know who has it. If someone does, and it's in safekeeping, and nobody gave him more than this guy at the end of his life. I mean, I just can't think of his name right now, and it's really hurting me. And I'm so sorry, dude. Like, if you are listening
the cat out in LA, his buddy.
Yeah,
out in
it
LA?
is him. Yeah. I mean,
what the fuck is his name?
that was how George survived, was that friendship. Because George was still calling me at like 4 a.m. I just like was in a fight with 4 or 5 like guys. They all jumped me, but I took them.
Yeah.
It was still like rough. He would. I don't know though. It was.
You talked to him?
Oh yeah.
What are you saying? What, after he'd been shot or what?
No.
Oh.
Just in the months before.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
okay.
that time that he was still just like kind of almost going feral and shit. I would talk. I like you. I would talk to him late at night. Sometimes he would call and he would say that kind of stuff. Man, he'd be like, "Yeah, I was just sitting on a bench and somebody came up and tried to fuck with me and I had to take his ass out and all this shit." And I'd be like, "Wow, man, a wild, like a rough existence for sure, man. No doubt."
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's for like another day, because that's like way like late. But yeah, I kept like communicating with him. We would have, I mean, as brothers, he had very aggressive critiques for me, even though I had 4 kids and was doing all right for myself, but we would really throw down. I mean, till the sun came up. There were times we would like be yelling at each other, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You know, and it was